Hey everybody, what is going on? So in this video, let's talk about Disney California Adventure. Its 20th anniversary is coming up very, very soon. And I wanted to touch upon a topic that I think many people get wrong. Okay, there's this narrative out there that, Disney has really abandoned, the California theme. The park is no longer about California. They're just completely given up on California. And I'm here to say that is completely false. 100% false. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe that Disney has not given up on the California theme. They've just redirected its approach. Okay. So when DCA first opened in 2001, the idea of the park was more about like a welcome center or like a kind of like a Cliff Notes version of California. You can get a taste of everything. You can get a taste of the Pacific Ocean and a pier. You can get a taste of Hollywood, a taste of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was very much a Cliff Notes version, right, of the state, but it was much more based in reality where they're trying to really give you a real sense of feeling of being in these locales, okay? Now, fast forward to 2012 when they completely rebooted DCA, right? Is the park still about California? Yes, it's still about California. Disney did not abandon the California theme. All they did was they replaced that realism direct approach in 2001 and really tried a new approach with, it's California, but we're going to tell the California story through like a Disney lens, so to speak. So instead of just recreating LA, we're going to give you Buena Vista Street, which is like kind of like an amalgamation of LA and as seen through Walt Disney and his artist's eyes, right? So it's like a Disneyfied version of LA. All right. We're going to give you the Route 66 and the car culture that is such a big part of California, but we're going to tell that story with Pixar cars, that Disney franchise Pixar cars, right? So again, it's Route 66, it's car culture, it's very California. They're just using Disney characters to tell that story. Okay. Pixar Pier, same thing. It's a seaside pier. Piers are very California. It's just instead of giving you a literal replica of a pier in California, they're giving you this Disney version of a pier. Okay. Now, I think this approach is actually very smart, and it's smart because you're never going to be able to build a park that's going to realistically compete with the real thing. You're not going to build a body of water that's going to compete with the real Pacific Ocean. You're not going to build a Golden Gate Bridge that's going to compete with the real Golden Gate Bridge. So the initial concept of DCA was really kind of stupid in a way. This new version where, hey, you know what? It's California, but we're giving you a version that only Disney can give you. This Disneyfied version makes way more sense. It gives you way more leniency with what you can do with it. You can add popular franchises to it and still remain true to that overall California theme. I think this new angle, this new approach they started in 2012 is absolutely brilliant. And they absolutely had to do it. And it makes complete and total sense. Now, a lot of people like to nitpick. A lot of people like to nitpick and it's like even with like Avengers Campus, we've heard a million times from Disney that Avengers Campus, the backstory is that the Avengers want to build a Avengers training facility in California. And a lot of people immediately jumped on like, well, there's no real Avengers Campus in California, yada, 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 and this, that, and the other. Look, when you're way too strict with your themes, it sucks all the fun out of it. Okay. Now, I'm a huge advocate for Batuu, Galaxy's Edge. I love Galaxy's Edge. But one of the big faults of Galaxy's Edge is that it took itself too seriously. It took itself way too seriously. You walk in the land, there's no music. It's only like sound effects and spaceships. You walk up to a cast member, you have a question about your annual pass discount, and they're like, what's an annual pass? They pretend like they don't know. It was almost too real to the point where it got like annoying, and it sucked a lot of the charm, in my opinion, out of Galaxy's Edge because it wasn't loose enough. It was too strict and rigid. So I think California Adventure, they made the right decision to give like this whimsical version, this Disneyfied version of California. It doesn't have to be identical to the state. It doesn't have to be brick by brick, an exact replica of what you see in California. It just has to give you the vibe, the energy, the basics of the state, and throw a little Disney in there and you're fine. And I think it works really, really well. And yeah, I mean, this narrative comes up all the time. Every time Disney adds something new to DCA, we hear this narrative all the time. Oh, well, Disney, they should just change the name because it's not even about California anymore. It is about California. There's more than one way to approach a California theme. It doesn't have to be just that one version in 2001. There's 1,000 ways you can approach it. And Disney is approaching it this way with California as seen through like these Disneyfied glasses, so to speak, right? It's perfect. I think it works very, very well. But what do you guys think about Disney California Adventure and the California theme and the new direction that they've gone with the theme since 2012? Do you agree with me? It's still about California, but it's just more like a Disneyfied version of it. Or do you disagree with me? If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear from you as well. Comment below. And as always, have an adventurous day. Bye-bye.